Hello everyone, it's your boy Sav, back with more tournament replays. This time we're gonna be watching my BDSP Premier League run. BDSP Premier League is a small team tournament for all tiers of BDSP. So you have like three main players for BDSP OU, and one of each for the rest of the BDSP metagame. So things like Ubers, BDSP NU, RU, LC, and UU. I think I got it all. We're obviously playing none of that. We're playing only OU, but that's no issue. We have like a lot of other talented players for the rest of the team slots. So yeah, shout outs to them. Really cool people. So yeah, we're playing for the Empoleon Show, managed by TKK, aka the King Carp, as well as my good friend, and probably the reason I told him to draft me, my good friend Drud. With Drud, we have teamed back in Team Europe, I think, for World Cup. He's an excellent player, so I knew like being drafted by him, it would be like good for us. Like, would give us like good chances of actually winning the whole thing. The winning team gets a custom avatar on Showdown. This tournament is like kind of a big thing for the BDSP community, I guess. So yeah, I was very excited to be playing for it. It's basically 6 weeks of playing plus the finals if your team obviously gets there. And yeah, the video is gonna be long as fuck, so you can probably guess we did judging by that and by the title of the video. But yeah. Anyway, with all that said, it would be like very appreciated if you subscribed, as well as share the video with your friends, or maybe like content like this. Helps my little channel grow, and you can remove the sub whenever you feel like it. But yeah, let's get into the battle. So this is gonna I'm gonna have all the teams in the description, as well as like more teams that we either didn't end up using or that my teammates used, because I was apparently building for 3 slots instead of just mine, which wasn't a problem. I like building a lot, and yeah, I'm gonna have them all in the big post in my description. So yeah, if you're interested for BDSP OU teams, they're gonna be there. But yeah, so this is the first game of the tournament. We're using a Life Orb Scissor type of team with Garchomp, Scarf Togekiss, I believe, Gliscor, Rotom Wash, and Skarmory. Skarmory is kind of the Spetef-ish with Taunt. We're expecting Fat, like with Slowbro, Blissey type of stuff, Gliscor, maybe even Tangrowth or something like that from Lily. Lily is like one of the best in the tournament. They did very well. But yeah, we're expecting out of Fat, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna use like Taunt, Skarmory to shut down. But actually no, we're not expecting Fat. We're expecting either very offensive or very fat. And yeah, we didn't get it, I remember. But yeah, Skarmory was my tool to be able to shut down Defoggers with Taunt, get all the spikes, and then have like Scarf Togekiss to be able to Earth Slash everything. Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash was a nasty plot Resto Chesto set. I believe it was to bluff Choice Scarf Trick, and for obviously like healing longevity and status absorption with the rest. And the Chesto, I think it was Life Orb Garchomp, Life Orb Scissor, and mixed defenses Gliscor with the Defog, I think. I don't remember. Maybe it wasn't Defog. It might have been, or it could have been like an SD. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, Lily's using Slowbro, Weavile type of core with Poison Heal Berloom. I mean, I didn't know it was Poison Heal, but I now do. And yeah, the thing is, my Scissor is life for 3 attacks, but it doesn't have U-turn or X Scissor or Backbite. It has, I don't know why I say X Scissor, Backbite is obviously better. But it has Quick Attack. Quick Attack is usually run for Rotom Wash, because you, after like a little bit of damage from rocks or something like that, from like a U-turn for something else, or from Togekiss in this case, you're able to get a little bit of damage on the Rotom, and we're in range of +2 Quick Attack from Scissor. But we face Slowbro, so this is obviously a big stop to my Scissor. But we still really like our Scissor, because it beats opposing Scissors. It beats Gliscor technically, Weavile for sure, Larios for sure, and Breloom, depending on the AV spread, it drops in 1 Bullet Punch. Now, if it was Technician, which it wasn't, it's Poison Heal, it definitely drops because it doesn't run HP investment. But this is a Poison Heal set, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But so Scissor is definitely my win con, as well as my Scarf Togekiss with Air Slash. There's no flank resist at all. The best thing that they have is like speed control with the priority they have from Weavile and Scissor. So with that said, let's get into the battle. Let me normal speed, music off. We're gonna lead with who? We're gonna lead with the Scarf Kiss apparently, and then lead with the Slowbro now. These things often run Thunderwave, so I was like, okay, I don't wanna risk turn 1 my Wingon being statused, especially Thunderwave. Like Burn is not that bad, but Thunderwave would have been awful for us. Like let's say I go for Air Slash and I don't get a flinch, so instead of make the Rotom Wall switch, which is able to absorb that, as well as deal with the possible Scissor switch. Unfortunately, they go for a Skull and it burns us immediately. And we reveal that we don't have leftovers, which is what you normally see on Rotom. By the way, I'm gonna have the replays maybe in the comments too, in case you don't want me to explain everything. But I like to go in detail with my whack-ass English as much as I can, explaining like what the thought process was. The best my ability, like with my English and way. Like those games been a while, so I don't remember exactly what was happening, but I do remember for the most part how it went. But yeah, so we go into my Rotom versus the Slowbro. He can easily absorb the Volt Switch, which is why they go for Scald, unless I was like Specs, which I'm not. And they now go for the Breloom on my next Hydro Pump. And we have to switch into our Garchomp, the double switch to a Gliscor. I think Life Orb Draco Meteor. And this is pretty nice because we get by this Draco we're able to tell like he's a more likely a Fizz Def kind of like heavy spread on the Gliscor, which is surprising because you would think with Slowbro you would prefer things like your Gliscor to be dealing with the Heatrans and things like that, and you have like Slowbro already for the physical attackers like Lucario and Garchomp. But this is kind of like maybe mixed. I don't know, it's definitely not SPDF, like max SPDF, because that did a lot. 66 is a lot. So they go for Rocks. The second one is not gonna kill after the minus special attack, but we are able to trade Rocks and switch out into our Skarmory apparently. Good. You go for the U-turn and they can get their Slowbro. And now Slowbro, again, they either go for the Skulls or they have the unfortunate Fire Blast, Flamethrower, whatever they have. We're at max PDF though, so we don't care very much about that, but a Burn or a Thunder Wave or something like that would be annoying in our Skarmory, limiting a lot its longevity. At the same time, if they have Spore on the Amoonguss, then this is not Amoonguss, this is a Breloom. If they have Spore on that, they're not going to be able to Spore me anymore, so I'll be able to just freely click Brave Birds first that crap. Unless they have already a substitute and they keep spamming Fox Pants, then that would be annoying. I guess I don't need to. I don't need my Skarmory for status absorption. I have my Gliscor as well, but Gliscor is walled by substitute Poison Heal Breloom. So either way, I switch into our Rotom again on the Flamethrower, scouting for that, and we unfortunately have to reveal that we are the set we are. Bish. So we go with this. I think I have this amount of speed, so I should be going for the Volt Switch. Yeah, I go for the Volt Switch. 29 reveals to be max HP, judging by that damage, or at least having a little bit of a HP investment. Like it was a roll. 29, you're not able to tell exactly how much HP they have. They might be max HP, they might be somewhere around like 140, something like that. So we're going to our Skarmory on the ST, and they're gonna be able to Spore us right here. But this is good because we're gonna be able to waste the first turn. So if they have substitute, they can go for it. If they don't have it and they just go for the Focus Punch, there is a chance I wake up and a Brave Bird. Lily is a good player, so they don't do that. Instead they switch, and yeah, this allows me to get a little spike, but I think we get punished by Flamethrower right here. Do we get Burn as well? No. That a lot. They're gonna start going for the Burn, the Scald Burns, because Flamethrower has way less chance of burning me and doesn't do enough to my SPDF Skarmory, so I can easily roost that off. So they're gonna go for the Scalds. Unfortunately, they get it with the first try, so they get both Scalds on my Rotom and this very quickly. Unfortunately, it would have been fire if they took more turns to Scald burn me, to be honest, because I would be able to get more spikes out here, or even switch out and keep this thing healthy. But they get it, so I'm gonna switch to my Rotom again. They're gonna burn me again. Oh no, the Flamethrower. Okay, yeah. So I Volt Switch. They're gonna slack off that thing easily, and I have to go back Skarmory. So yeah, we're struggling versus this. Basically, my last move on Rotom is Nasty Plot, and it's a 50-50 type of situation. By the way, there's Larios still allowed. That's how old. That's how old the games is. It was the first game of the tournament. But anyway, it was like It was a 50-50 situation between nasty plotting on the Slowbro staying in or Volt switching on the expected Larios switch. Now they would be taking Stealth Rocks damage too, so maybe that was the better play, but at the same time you can see that I kind of struggled to switch with Rocks up against Larios and with my Skarmory burned and not full HP. So you can see why I'm keep going for Volt switch, but maybe one of those turns I had to pull the trigger and click Nasty Blood. But it will slack off that thing easily. I go back to my Rotom. He's gonna get burned this turn, and I'm gonna go for the Nasty Blood as they switch into their Larios. So this is going incredibly bad for us. But we still have Togekiss healthy enough, and we have a little Spike and a Stealth Rock, so it's not looking bad. We still have Scizor and Togekiss, our two Winkles. So I'm gonna switch to my Scar, but they're gonna go for the Thunderbolt, I think. Yeah, and they blow my Skarmory 1. So yeah, not the best for us. And now I switch my Skarmory, it's dying, and then I get my Togekiss and I start flinching everything. So also we're dealing with a Life Orb Larios. So yeah, that's 38. This is where the Draco Meteor was very useful, because we're able to tell that, okay, they only have like one opportunity to knock me off if they have that, and judging by the moves, they probably don't. They have Earthquake. So we're able to kill the Gliscor. This is good for our Scizor, obviously, because Gliscor would be a Pokemon that is able to eat one, Earthquake back. Eat one, I mean Blast 2 Life Orb Bullet Punch. So that's one thing. Then we're in a 50-50 situation again. I can go for an Earth Slash and then switch into my Gliscor or something like that, or in my Garchomp maybe, or even like Rotom. Rotom not so much. Actually, maybe Rotom wasn't bad, because I can rest again, and then Bullet Punch is not gonna kill me. So maybe it's not that bad. But yeah, it's a kind of like weird situation that they either defog or Bullet Punch right here to threaten my Togekiss. I think it was worth keeping my Togekiss healthy, so they obviously get the play right and they defog, expecting me to switch, and wanted to keep my Togekiss healthy, but I'm able to get rid of their item. So this is not bad. This is gonna help my Scizor a lot. This is gonna help my Togekiss a lot after, and this is definitely dying to 2 Air Slashes, right? Or 3? Is it 3? I think it's 2. No, where is it? I don't know. I don't remember at all. But yeah, they're gonna get the Weavile in. I have to sack my most expendable member at this point, which is Rotom. Unfortunately, goodbye Rotom. All the burns and the hazards and me getting all the plays wrong versus Slowbro really costed us. Like, if I got some of these plays correct versus Slowbro, or I didn't get all my stuff burned by the Slowbro, I would be able to make a lot better use of the Rotom Wash and the Skarmory. But I got everything wrong, and they got everything right, and they got everything in their favor with the Skull Burns and the Flamethrower set versus my Skarmory. So it's not to blame it on the luck. Like, we're definitely less lucky in this one, but they also got the plays right too. So good for them. Sucks for us. Togekiss right here. And this is the most important. This is what we need. So we have the Life Orb in the back. We already said we have Quick Attack. So this damage on the Slowbro is huge. 35, which means after... Oh, they don't have Life Orb, they are Corbur. So yeah, after another one, first of all, do they... No, they don't. They crit me. But yeah, that's fine. This changes a lot. Obviously they have Regenerator, but this is a lot closer to in range of +2 from my Scizor. So if I get the Rocks up, they are in range of the Quick Attack at +2. So this is phenomenal, because we have killed this. Weavile is gonna drop, Ladder is gonna drop, Breloom is gonna drop at 96, correct? Correct? Yeah, correct. And we definitely beat Scizor, especially because not only we outspeed and brick break it, but if we have Rocks up, it's gonna be incredible. So they go into their Scizor right here. I'm gonna Air Slash right now, 29, and we get the Garchomp in. This is a good opportunity for us to get the Rocks up. Now, I could have went for another one and risk my Togekiss right there on a Bullet Punch, because it's difficult for them to Bullet Punch when I have a Garchomp in the back that can come in with safety. But I think it was overall better for me to go Garchomp right here and get the Rocks up. So we're gonna do exactly that. Nope, we're gonna get the Draco apparently immediately on the Slowbro. I don't know why I did that. I guess I didn't want Larios to come in. Like, this is not necessary. This is even better for my Scizor. Like, it works out perfectly. But that was a big risk, Draco in front of the Scizor. They obviously expected Fire Blast, right? And if they gave up on the Scizor, it would be very hard for them to deal with Togekiss. Like, they would only have Weavile. So this is really nice. So I'm glad this worked out for us. I wouldn't do it again though. I would just click Rocks. So they go for this. They go for another Draco apparently, because killing Slowbro was extremely valuable for us. And is this the Rocker? This is knockoff. I remember this is knockoff. Like, it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely Statoxcarson. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't go for it. So yeah, we jerk off a little bit versus Larios. They get a little Psyche versus us. I go for weak ass knockoffs. At least I got rid of that Life Orb, right? And they don't have like stupid ass Ice Beam. Surprised they don't have Surf. They have Thunderbolt. So yeah, we technically beat this 1v1, but with a Spadef drop, it could go very wrong for us. So yeah, they're gonna be able to roost that off. I'm gonna be able to get my Seashore in, and now Slowboy is at 13 after that Jaco. So this is in range. And yeah, this is the max HP Breloom, and apparently, guys, it has Feast Def investment too. So fuck off, it lives, and we get slept, and this is GG. Like right here, it cost us the whole game. I was thinking I was in the fight position. We knocked off the Larios, so even like Thunder or Dracos or Surf or whatever this thing could have, it's not gonna 2KO my season, not gonna do too much. I'm gonna be outside of range from like Ice Hearts and Bullet Punches and all that stuff, and Life Orb, that much that I'm gonna be taking. I was thinking Slowbro is quite low, so after regenerate it's still gonna die to a +2 quick attack. So I was thinking this is a very good position for us. Like, even if I don't end up sweeping, I would get at least 2 or 3 kills on him trying to regenerate. And if I predicted one of these turns to like sack something and I ISD it again, it's even better. It's even more possible that I can sweep him on the spot. So unfortunately it doesn't happen. We dealing with a Feast Def Breloom. Like, it's probably not max Feast Def, but it definitely had Feast Def investment. So this is like looking awful. I switch Sonic on the Drain Punch, and I get a kill with Air Slashes. Nope, I'm greedy as fuck, and I Fire Blast on the Scissor. But yeah, everything goes wrong after this attempt that I tried to sweep with my Scissor. Like, if I knew this thing would live, I would just try to get the rocks up and then do this. But I didn't know, man. I didn't fucking know that I'm gonna be dealing with Feast Def freaking Breloom. So that this thing goes back to full. There's no way for me to break this thing anymore. Toxic is gonna die to Stealth Rocks as soon as they get them. No, they cannot get them. Glisser is there. What am I? Oh, what am I even? Oh, hold up. Okay, good. But yeah, we do absolutely waste our time here. We go for let's go for the skulls. They crit me. I jerk off a little bit versus them. I get rid of the Goldberg for no damn reason. There's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do after this thing happened with Scissor. Basically meant GG. I was like, I even did the numbers. I tried to I get some plays I taunt. Yeah, get the fuck out of me. I get some plays right, but they give me nothing at this point. Like, I calced max HP Breloom and it still killed. So I was like, okay, I was confident. And yeah, there will be Feast. But yeah, there's nothing. We're not making any progress. This thing doesn't wake up. And yeah, we basically get swept by Ice Shard and shit like that. So yeah, this is the first week of the tournament. Really good start for us. Not really. At least my team did alright. So yeah, we start with a loss. Let's get into the second game. Okay, so next game we're playing a complete random. I have no idea who that is. QJZ. I don't know, man. I don't know. But and I think this Morgan profile is called Inaccurate. I don't know. But yeah, that's them. And they're using a pretty cool team with Heatran, Weavile, all that stuff. I'm using Heracross with defensive Togekiss this time. I think it was Bedefish. Maybe it was Feast Def actually. Yeah, better than Feast Def for things like Dragonite, all that stuff. I think this is a utility Thunderwave Larias, my favorite Larias set at the moment. Garchomp, I think this one was... What was it? Was it Lefties? I think it was Lefties, this one. Or maybe Fire, maybe Life or Fire Blast, yeah. And Rotom was probably the Scarfer on the team with Trick. Actually, no, this was Scarf Larias. Let me check. Where is it? You guys see it? There it is. So yeah, this was Scarf Healing Wish Larias because this thing dies on its own. Defensive Togekiss, as we said, with enough speed for Jolly Groudon. Life or Fire Blast this thing. Nasty Rotom with max HP to be able to deal with Mamoswine and all that stuff. And Spadef Scissor for Larias. You look like a villain of... Alright, let's get in the video. Let's go back to the video. So, what was I talking about? But yeah, we're gonna be using Heracross. Now, Heracross has a cool thing that it basically destroys everything. You can close combat Hitchan, you can close combat this, you can make a horde this grab, you can facade to KO Gliscor and Tozekis, and you can close combat facade, outspeed a lot of stuff too, even with adamant nature. So this thing is wild. This thing is insanely good, especially versus more defensive team. This is not a very defensive team, this is a bulky offense. With Tozekis, like it's quite offensive. It's the opposite of what we're looking for Heracles at least. But it's decent for my Scarf Latte and all that stuff. Maybe Life or Guards up. Not really, because there's a Tozeki. So yeah, this is not an incredible matchup, but we have tools to play around their threats. So let's get into the game. We're gonna go for a Rotom Walls versus Rotom Wash lead and max speed. I do 19, so we're here to be like max speed, max HP, excuse me. Maybe even SPDF. I don't know if it was SPDF. I just made that up. We go Tozekis on my Latte, and they reveal to be Choice Scarf, doing 40% of my max HP Rotom, so that's a shit ton of damage. We go for a little safe Will-O-Wisp. Now, the reason I went for Will-O-Wisp instead of like Wall Switch around versus the Tozekis, it's a good mid ground versus both Gliscor, Rotom, and Larios, and I also get a little bit of leftovers recovery, so this is very big for us against Tozekis Clicky Gear slash the end. It's a big threat, obviously, it's a Choice Scarf Tozekis. So yeah, we outsped, so we're stacking damage. And this time I decided to go Garchomp instead of the previous switch that I did on Larias. I thought Larias was costing me a little bit of momentum versus Weavile Scarf Tozekis. So I was thinking this turn I'll try to go Garchomp. They make a good play and they predict me to go there. And they will always me. So my Garchomp, my Life of Garchomp is even more useless. It could have been useful maybe because Tozekis is Scarf, so it doesn't have longevity. I can Fire Blast it and after rocks it will be good. But at the same time, it still has use with the rocks. So it's not awful for us. It's not awful. I don't get him though. I don't get him. I was thinking they'll probably go into their Gliscor and defog right here. So I think it's a good mid ground to go Rotom because it's good versus both Tozekis and Gliscor. So it's not a bad play for us, because I'm able to stack even more damage versus the Rotom and then go back to my Heracross and get a kill right here. Now I go Hera because it hits with Adamant Nature, it hits 269 speed I believe, and we outsped his Rotom every single time, so he definitely doesn't have max speed. And if you're not running max speed and you only took like 90 from the Volt Switch, I'm expecting you to be like very heavily invested in defense. So yeah, my Heracross activated guards and I click Facade twice. We destroy Gliscor as you can see. They're gonna switch into their Scarf Hitchan. I'm able to tell their Scarf, judging by the facade damage, it is 42. This is a resisted attack non-stop by the way. But so yeah, this is definitely not HP investment like regular Hitchans, and I don't see leftovers. I'm like, okay, this Yell Scarf Magma Storms me does 36, so this is awful. This is extremely bad. If I was right now playing the game, I would switch it to my Garchomp and get the rocks up. Garchomp is extremely useless, but it's good to get the rocks up versus what they have. So yeah, instead of doing that, I sack my Rotom. Nah, I didn't sack it, but like, it's very low on HP. And they go for the Life Orb Psychic on my Tozekis. So yeah, maybe I should have just went Scizor instead right here. Yeah, not the most optimal place by me. But yeah, Spec Psychic obviously does shit on it. They get a SPDF, but that's fine. I know they're gonna go Hitchan, but I think it's like a little bit scary after the SPDF drop to not click that. And I get punished, we get burned immediately, but I'm able to get the rocks up right here, I think. Please tell me I click rocks. I love it. I love it. And I don't think they have defog on this. Nope, they doesn't clear my Tozekis. And we're gonna switch into our Scizor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like how I played my Rotom. Like, I think it could have been a lot healthier instead of switching it. First of all, instead of switching my Tozekis versus the Larios, it could have been healthier to just switch Gliscor. That's Scizor. To switch Scizor on the Larios, and then right here, instead of taking off the Dance Click with my Rotom, like, it's fine even if they go for Air Slash, because I can switch it to my Scarf Larios and Ice Beam scare them out. So yeah, I think that they were better plays instead of doing what I did. But either way, we're gonna be able to get a little U-turn versus the Gliscor, I think. I'm gonna get my Heracross, right? No, I get my Garchomp. Now, the reason I went my Garchomp over Heracross, first of all, I don't know how much speed they have on the Gliscor, so they might be able to U-turn out. The second most important is that I want to prevent the Scarf Hitchan from being in. So by going Garchomp, let's say I went Heracross, okay, I get a kill. Then they go Hitchan, they get a kill back because my Rotom is like extremely low and my Garchomp is not only burned, but it's outsped by this crab. So Flash Cannon is gonna kill me. Magma Star is gonna be deadly because my Scarf Lariat is completely walled by Hitchan. I only have like Draco and Ice Beam. And yeah, the reason I went Garchomp is because not only kills Gliscor in one attack, but it also prevents Hitchan from coming in. Unfortunately, this will end up costing us the game because I Fire Blast miss. I didn't think of that. I was thinking, okay, it's gonna be nice and safe. Let's go for this. It's not like that inaccurate, and it gives me good position if there's the biggest threat to my team, which is Hitchan. I guess Scarf Togekiss. Also, is this Scarf? Is it Specs and this Scarf? Or is it double Scarf? I don't know, I cannot tell. I think it might be Scarf as well. By the way, probably I'll switch my hair because I'm Araman too. So yeah, this is gonna be very bad for us because they're gonna be able to get the roost off, and now all our progress is off. It is completely gone. We're gonna be able to defog our rocks too, so my progress versus Togekiss, Weavile, and Larios is also gone. And as you can see, they outspeed me. I'm gonna be able to kill. No, I don't even kill it. I'm gonna be able to get the Hitchan in on my Facade again, and yeah, click attack right here. So yeah, if I didn't get that Facade, you can see that I have absolutely nothing to be killing this. Like Saki would have done like 20%. So yeah, they get Weavile in. I get my Garchomp in on the Throat Chop, so at least we do a little bit of damage, and I'm able to scout that they go for the Dark type attack. I go back to Togekiss, which would be able to live this, and I don't want to get like destroyed by Air Slashes, so I sack my Togekiss. Unfortunately, they go for Dazzling Gleam over Air Slash. Not quite sure why. I don't have a resist. I guess I didn't want to miss. Maybe, I don't know. I think Air Slash was a better play because Dazzling Gleam definitely would have killed my Togekiss. You need Air Slash to be able to deal with it, but I go for it. I roost right here, and I followed up with him with a Thunder Wave. Oh no, just Air Slash. I don't reveal Thunder Wave yet. It's not a bad play for us. It's kind of good. I go Garchomp with the Rotom as they go for the Thunder Wave of their own, so this means I'll be able to get the rocks up one more time, and then we have to deal with Gliscor trying to defog them. So yeah, I died to the burn. This is gonna allow my Togekiss to come back in, and I think I keep Air Slashing because I don't want to allow this thing to defog. Nope, I misplay. That's what I basically do. I misplay. I should have done that. But yeah, they're gonna be able to get defog right here. I get my Heracross in though, so Facade looks quite free. It's not bad. It is true that it is free. I'm gonna go Rotom and sack it on my Facade. But yeah, you can see how the fast Gliscor is very annoying for my Heracross with the little U-turns every time. Togekiss on the Togekiss, and they unfortunately get the Serene Grace Flamethrower immediately. And you'll see how that matters a lot. This ruins my longevity with Togekiss, and this is gonna matter a lot versus things like Larios and Gliscor. I'm gonna go straight in the Larios. Normally I would be able to Thunder Wave and beat this thing 1v1, but the burn from Flamethrower is gonna cost us. They even crit the Psychic. Yeah, like even after losing all this, my Togekiss was still winning what they had left, because this, they need to Icicle Grass and have excuse me, have a Scizor in the back. So if they Icicle Grass, my Scizor is pretty safe. I even think Freeze Left Togekiss might leave an Icicle Grass from full, but I'm not sure. But yes, it can definitely beat Gliscor 1v1 because it cannot really touch me with U-turn, Earthquake, Defog, and Roost. And basically I'm beating the rest of the team. I can Thunder Wave this, I can Thunder Wave the Weavile, I have rocks. I used to have rocks. I don't have them anymore. But yeah, this was my Wingon. It gets burn crit, and I need him basically to get one of these turns paralyzed. And they don't. At least maybe this turn they don't get it. They don't get paralyzed either. Yeah, this turn, so I lose my Togekiss as well, and I think this is game over. Go to Facade, I kill this. I go Togekiss, and they, what do they do? The Flamethrower, because it's safe. He kills this, he heals Heracross, he kills my Scizor, so this is basically game over. But yeah, you see how things didn't go very well for us for the second week. So we were both for like a lot of points in the tournament, and we lost 2 games in a row as soon as the tournament started. So this is not a great start for us, like clearly. Let me drink some water. Alright, great water. So yeah, we lost the second game as well. I don't know. The first game, I lost to a Feast of Breloom. Like, I'm not supposed to expect that. I guess I got out prepped. And yeah, the second week I lost to this stuff. Like I didn't get all the plays right. Like for example, versus Rotom, I would have done other stuff now that I see the game. But yeah, versus with my Dodgekis, I think it was like I had a good chance to win. By the way, it didn't work out for us. Let's get into the next game. All right, this is the next game. So we're dealing with Alakazam and Dragons and Weaviles again. Like every week we deal with Weaviles. Come on, Jirachi, which is a cool pick. My opponent is called Hervald. We're using what we lost week 1 to. We're using Poison Heal, kind of like an HP invested Breloom. Skarmory again with a taunt shit. Crawdon to be destroying everything. Clef, I think it was like a utility set, maybe to be absorbing hits from things like psychic types, so Starmie and Alakazam too. Let me check the team too. I'm not gonna. Let me find it. This is the team. So this is my favorite Lariat set. Draco, Recover, Defog, Thunderwave, incredible. You will see how it works. Choice Band, Switcher to Groron. Oh, this is Fistef Taunt set again. Okay, really cool. And Calm Mind, Thunderwave, Tapu Lele. This is not Tapu Lele, this is a Clefable. Life or Garchomp again, but this time special. This Garchomp set is meant to lure Roroms, because you get Will-O-Wisp, you get Hydro, you all that stuff, and you hit them hard with like strong Dracos. So this is a good trade for us because it's gonna work out perfectly for Skarmory and Crawdon in the back. But yeah, let's get into the game. So normal speed, play. We're gonna lead with Garchomp versus the Glitchcore. I'm gonna go for the turn 1 Draco. They do take not too much damage, less than the last time, and I think I have more special attack on this Garchomp. So this clearly like either mixed defenses or like SPDF-ish. You go for the knock, which means they get rough skin damage, so the next Draco, even if I'm -2 and all that, I still have a chance to kill. So I'm gonna get the rocks up, expecting them to switch, and I go Larias on the Rotom as the Will-O-Wisp. And we double out on the Garchomp because it deals with both Volt Switch as well as the Glitchcore trying to heal on me. And I'm gonna be able to do exactly what we were talking about, Draco the Rotom on the Will-O-Wisp or Hydro Pump or whatever they want to go for. So we already weakened the thing that we want for Crawdon. I do go back to Lari. They should be afraid of the Draco right here and switch it to the Jirachi. I could Thunderwave predict it, but there's no reason to. I can go for the Draco, see what item we deal with on the Jirachi. There will be leftovers, and I'll be able to Thunderwave that thing. So this is gonna be huge for our Breloom, Crawdon, and Skarmory. So yeah. They even get full paralyzed, so they don't get the rocks up, which would have been quite annoying. And now they get him, and I get a Crawdon in, and there's no resist at all with Rotom being at 62, Glitchcore being low, and me having rocks up. So they go back to this. I go back to my Garchomp because again, it's expendable, and it also blocks the Volt Switch. So we're able to get another valuable hit with the Draco. So this thing probably dies to Aqua Jet too. Real nice. We also dealt with the Steel type, so Lariat is looking insanely good. Like insanely good. Let me. Thank you. Alright. So we kill Rotom. I like shout out to Mewmore for the music, but like that one, not huge fan. They go for the Alakazam. They forgot their Magic Guard, and they reveal everything. They reveal Life Orb. They reveal whatever they had, but it doesn't matter very much because I still have like the Crawdon to basically Aqua Jet everything. So we leave this and we Thunder with this crap, and they try to synchronize me, but it doesn't work. No, they didn't try shit. And we even get a little bit of Draco damage that doesn't matter for my Crawdon. Basically, all this doesn't matter. His nature, his ability, his Life Orb that he revealed that he is instead of like Focus Us. Because if I Thunder Waved it, I would do the same exact thing even if he's at full HP and all that stuff. And I don't know like his item because I will be able to get a Draco, I will be able to Thunder Wave it, I will be able to do all that anyway. So him being at 44 instead of like 75 that he would have been, doesn't matter. 70, not 75, doesn't matter at all. I get the Crawdon in, I click knockoff because I outspeed you, and it's better versus Salamence, preventing it from coming in. There's no move Salamence can kill me with outside of Outrage, Life Orb Outrage, and if he clicks that, I win with my Calm Mind Clefable. So I stay in, to prevent double switches as well as Dragon Dance opportunities, and this is basically GG. So yeah, we're able to do quite fine versus Herald. This is our first win in the tournament, not bad. Groudon destroyed everything, and the Larias kind of like synergy worked out perfectly for us, even the special set on Garchomp. Cool shit, cool shit. Next week, we are playing versus Mike X Legend. They say this guy is good. I've seen his name before in the BDSP community. I haven't played him myself before, and he's using a really cool team with Raikou and Heracross. I'm using my own Heracross team, and this is where the metagame changed a lot. They released Celebi as well as pressure on Suicune, Entei, and Raikou, so they got a lot better. Celebi is a huge metagame defining Pokemon. It changed and shaped the tier a lot, and this was the first week that we were allowed to use it. I definitely used it. It's Scarf Celebi with Healing Wish support again for Heracross. U-turn, Leaf Storm, Psychic, keep in place threatening water types like Feraligatr, a +1, Groudon, not so much, Azumarill, Rotom Wash, and things like that. Things that would have been, and not just would have been, but they were extremely threatening before Celebi was released. Now they're not anymore. At least as much, except Groudon. Groudon is still a beast because it can knock off destroy Celebi. But yeah, my opponent is using a Raikou Heracross team. This is gonna be a Specs Raikou. We didn't know, but we figured out the bad way. And Clefable, Gliscor, all they get destroyed by Heracross. So we're gonna have a cool match. My Heracross is a male. His Heracross is a female. So you can only kind of like get spoiled who wins the match. It's the end of the battle. Normal speed. We're gonna lead with Celebi versus Raikou. Now, if he specs Shadow Ball, I don't want to take the damage with my Scarf Celebi. It's gonna be easily 2KO. And I like this thing healthy for things like Rotom, things like Gliscor, things like Clef, all that fun stuff. Even Thunderbolts from Raikou and Skulls. So I'm gonna do a little scout, U-turn out, get a little bit of chip, and go into my Larias, which should be able to absorb any hit. I could have went Gliscor, but I didn't want to get Skull burned like on a good prediction 31 by him. So I go for the mid count. They reveal to be Choice Spec Shadow Ball at what we expected, and then I'm able to go into my Gliscor. I took the hit, but it's safer. They do get a little Spadef drop, which matters because there is a good chance they kill me, but they don't go for it. Not a good chance, decent chance, I guess. It's a roll. They didn't go for it. I expect them to not go for it because I don't know, people told me they're good. So I go for the U-turn, get a little bit of momentum, and they reveal to be Protect Rotom. So this is like incredibly bad for our Scarf Celebi because I'm basically forced to kind of like Leaf Storm the next turns. But yeah, we go for the U-turn on the Latias. They misplay, I think they go for Hydro Pump expecting a Gliscor. This is an opportunity for me to heal my Latias back to full. And they go for the Scizor. I'm gonna try to punish with my Hitchan, but they punish me with a solid ass Brick Break on the switch. I was expecting this. I was expecting this like 73 G's, guys. I was expecting this scrap to be Spadefish, to be able to eat attacks from Larias, from Alakazam and all that. But they have Brick Break, so I'm not able to tell. It might be Spadef with Brick Break. But yeah, we hit them back with a strong Will-O-Wisp on the switch. It would have been nice versus Scizor, it would have been nice versus Rotom, versus Raikou, and especially the Gliscor. So yeah, this is really big. And then I hit him with a prediction on the switch that they're gonna use that now and get momentum versus me. Not just checking around with my Gliscor and my Rotom and all that. Yeah, I missed the Macross though, so although I got the play right, we missed. And this allows Heracross to come in, activate its guts. I'm gonna protect, stall a little bit of close combat. They only have like 8, so it's worth getting lefties and then stalling them. And I'm gonna switch to my Larias. Now, every turn matters a lot versus Heracross. If they click Mega Horn on the Larias, it's gone. If they click Facade, it's a good mid-ground versus everything. If they click Close Combat, they heal they destroy my team. So like, I have to get all the plays right versus their female Heracross. It's female, so we easily be able to predict it though. So we're gonna go back to Hera. I don't know why I'm making these jokes. Like I know how to talk to women. Like, nah, I'm gonna take it back. I don't. So we gotta switch into my Heracross, expecting the Scizor. And they reveal to be very offensive, not just a regular Brick Break. No, they reveal to be like extremely offensive. And not only that, but they leave the close combat too. So this is not incredible for us. Like, we took the trade. I lost half of my Heracross and more. They lost the Scizor. Now, I still take this trade, and you'll see why. But my Heracross now is like very limited to only a few more hits. We're gonna switch into my Hitchan on the next bullet bounce. They expecting it, they go back to the glitch core. I'm able to get a little bit of leftovers recovery. They get nothing, and I get my glitch core right here on the earthquake this time because we conditioned it with the previous magma storm that we missed. I'm able to get the rock sap, so this scissor that we were previously talking about is basically dead, and we also get the rock sap to pressure his other threats like Heracross with burn and Scald, and not Scald, and rocks. Anyway, now we hit the magma storm. We even created so we don't have to hit another one, and this thing is gonna drop to magma storm vortex plus the burn. They go Heracross, we gotta protect, get more leftovers, and you see Hitchan is almost back to full, which is ridiculous. And they take a little bit more damage, and we still a little bit of close combat. It's not bad for us. I'm gonna sack the Heracross, it's expendable. After I sacked it versus the Glitch Core, versus the Scissor, excuse me. And we gotta get the Latias in, because Scissor is basically dead. So I'm able to Thunder Wave everything. As well as heal versus close combat. So we're gonna trade Yellow Color over this Clef. Which is not the end of the world, because I was still outsped by the Specs Raikou. And I'm now outsped by the Heracross, so that's the bad thing, I guess. But I get the Yellow Color on the Clef, which is gonna matter a lot for my Celebi. As you can see, with Scissor dead and Glitch Core low, excuse me, with Scissor low and Glitch Core dead, Celebi Scarf Psychic or Scarf Leaf Storm is extremely good as a win con, and we're gonna go for exactly that. So this yellow matters a lot. We're gonna switch. Oh no, with Draco now. I have a very solid switch on Hitchan. It's an offensive kind of Hitchan. It has a little bit of special attack, it has Will-O-Wisp, it has speed investment, and there is no good switch for him because I have Rocks up too. So this Rotom is heavily pressured by Rocks plus Magma Vortex plus Protect plus all that stuff. Glitch Core is dead, so I was expecting maybe a double switch by him into his Rotom, or like a double switch into his Heracross or Raikou. So I was like, okay, this is a good turn for me to kind of like predict and go for the Draco. Unfortunately, we don't get it. We get Parties by 46 and a special attack top, but it's not that bad because I have lefties. So yeah, that's why I did it. And that switches my Hitchan. As they stay in and get paralyzed. Yeah, take that. They go into the Scissor as a sack. I get even more lefties. It's not bad. They go into the Heracross, obviously. Stealth Rocks, Flame Body, Flame Orb. We stole even more PP, so he has 3 more close combats. I'm almost back to full, 81. And then I sack my Latias that got status before. So yeah, 2 more. I'm gonna be able to get my Celebi right here and get value. Psychic is completely free. Leaf Storm is also a fine play because if they are unaware that they revealed to be the previous turn, I could have went for this, but it wouldn't kill Heracross. So Psychic is obviously better with the Thunder Wave. Exactly. Psychic is like, even if I didn't get it immediately, or even if I didn't get the speed from it and all that, eventually I would get it. Like, it's in my favor to get this. And I also have Thunder Wave. I also have Natural Cure for their Thunder Wave. So we're in a very good position, just clicking Psychic. Again, this is the wing on. They go into the Raikou. I'm not gonna trade this into a Shadow Ball. First of all, I don't know if it kills. Like, this thing is strong, but I also don't want to get very low and in range of rocks. So being pressured to defog. And I also don't want to get crit. So instead I'm gonna pull a switch into my Azumarill because I know they're gonna go for the Shadow Ball. They're in a bad position. I easily eat those with my Citrus and I go for a solid Blade Rough kill into the Rotom. Nah, I don't get it. We miss. But I easily, with my very heavy HP investment, as you can see right here. Where is it? This is not the team. I thought I had more HP. 56. I thought I was slower than Skarmory in this team. Great. Now I look stupid. Anyway, with my HP investment, my little HP investment, my 56 HP investment, I'm able to leave the Volt Switch and go for the Play Rough after. So it's not even that bad for us. And I'm gonna be able to get an Aqua Jet versus the Rotom after too. So this is not bad. Or Raikou apparently. I don't know why. So yeah, the Shadow Ball. I got my Celebi, and I could have just went for the Leaf Storm, but I didn't want to miss because Rotom has nothing you can do versus my Celebi, so I didn't want to miss like 3 Leaf Storms in a row and end up losing the fight 1v1. I instead just click Psychic. It's high roll apparently to kill it in 2, and yeah, we basically are able to get the win here as well. So yeah, I think we have like 3 wins, or is it 2? I think this is the second win. 2 wins, 2 losses, I think. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. My team is also doing good, so we're able to qualify for the semifinals. And this is the game for the semifinals. Now, we came up with this. I'm not gonna say we. I came up with it. I came up with this anti-choice band beat up type of team with Weavile, choice band this, Seashore, Scarf Celebi, I think, Glitchcore, and Azumarill, Pelchamazu. I have another version with Rorom, I think, but I like this one more. Beat up for is good on Weavile is good. First of all, it's a strong move, but it also has good matchup versus Azelfleet that I was expecting from my opponent, Mionda. I don't remember their Smogon name, but their name in this battle is Mionda. So yeah, we're gonna be facing Mionda. They use Staraptor, Slowbro type of crap. Now, with Slowbro, you probably are good versus Garchomp and things like that, so you're not gonna have Unaware Clef. And I'm saying this because it might as well. That was my thought process. It's not a very good thought process. Like, I still want Rocks to confirm it, but I was thinking it's probably not Unaware in this team at least. So my Azu looks phenomenal. I just gotta get a little bit of like Stealth Rock chip into things like Scizor and Garchomp to put them in range. Maybe sack this, maybe not sack, maybe get the Rocks up, because if they are unaware, I can still get a like good rolls and 2KO it with Blade Off or Aqua Tail if I have it, or if I have Waterfall. I don't remember exactly. If I have Waterfall, I can Fleet them. If I have Blade Off, which I do, all Azus have Blade Off. I don't know why I say it like that. I'll be able to kind of like go for them, maybe even get a crit and destroy it. So yeah, Azus is the win con, and you're gonna see how I played. Glitchcore looks quite good. Like, it's only heavily pressured by Ice Beam, Slowbro, and this kid. Maybe if like this Staraptor is like choice band, maybe they'll pressure me too. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. I lead with my Scizor, good matchup versus everything except like Fire Blast, Garchomp. That I can switch with my Glitchcore, so it's not even that bad. And we can trade Rocks right here, I think. Yeah, we trade Rocks, and they go for Ice Grass, kill my Glitchcore. The reason I didn't switch to my Scizor, which would be the safe place, or into my Azu, or whatever, because yeah, you could say I enter the Ice Grass, yeah, all that stuff. Nah, after Rocks, hell no. But first of all, Azu is my weak one, so I'm not gonna risk it right there. Scizor, there is Rocks down, so Assurance was a very possible play. And that would be an awkward position that I'm like, do I roost right here? Do I lose momentum? Like, do I allow Garchomp back in and then we jerk off again with our Glitchcores? And I thought the best opportunity that I have, like if they click Ice Grass and all that stuff, the best opportunity that I have to set up is my Weavile versus my Azu versus this thing. I deal without Rocks, but there are Rocks down. So I was like, okay, they either predict me to go into the Scizor and they throw it, or Assurance, or they go for the Ice Grass and they go for the Azumarill early on the game, because I can heal Wish it too. So even if it doesn't end up working, I can heal Wish it with my Celebi too. So we go for it. They go Slowbro, which kind of like says that my game plan was kind of true, and we can confirm it immediately with the Rocks down if the Clef is unaware or Magic Guard. And by going Slowbro, kind of yells that it is probably correct, my theory. So we're gonna be able to get the kill on this kid. Priority from Scizor Weavile still doesn't heal me, but still my play is to always Aqua Jet. I think the better play would have been, instead of sacking the Garchomp early on, it would have been to use things like Weavile and faster threats to pressure me into getting 2 hits from Rough Skin, because Aqua Jet doesn't kill in 1, I'm pretty sure. Let's calc. I don't want to say random crap. It might kill. If it doesn't have it, okay, it's a roll. It's my roll if they don't have HP. But yeah, maybe you could have tried to get like 2 Rough Skin turns, especially if you had a little bit of HP on it. If not, I guess you're fine to just lose. But yeah, Ice Heart, Scizor doesn't heal me. My play is to always Aqua Jet instead of going for the Waterfall, because they might have attack investment like the previous seasons that I faced, and I always outspeed, so it's just a lot safer to Aqua Jet everything. They might have free attack on the Staraptor, or they can just forfeit. So this was the game for semi-finals. This game was very ridiculous, and it's not like my opponent played it bad, but I think the Icicle Grass was like a kind of a choke. That's why I made this weird ass play, staying with Glitchcore against the Weavile. because if you click it, you are in a very bad position. You can easily lose, or like lose a Pokemon or two, and then I can heal with back my Azu. So yeah, I like how this game went. This was like I sacked something. Turn 3, it looks like I'm already a Pokemon down, a very key Pokemon down, but with a game plan, I think I was looking great. So yeah, this ends up this game ends up under Marion Lore, and my team was able to qualify and go for the finals. And this is the game that we played for the finals. Also, one cool thing is that didnt team that I used, my whole team used it. Like both like all 3 OU players used that team, and we all won with it. So it says a lot about the team, and I trust it a lot. I like that team a lot. But we're using another team that I trust a lot. We're using Choice Band Infernape, Choice Specs Rotom. What was the Garchomp? Lefties? Let me see it. Lefties Garchomp for longevity versus things like Scizor and Hitchens. Scarf Breloom with the Spore and all that stuff. You don't see Scarf Breloom very much now that Celebi is allowed. Charge Beam, Stored Power, my favorite Clefable set, and Utility Mixed Defenses Scizor for things like Weavile and all that stuff. My opponent is using Weavile. This is not a Weavile. My opponent is using Mismayus. Garchomp Infernape type of crap. Maybe Scarf Rotom. Clefable of their own, probably unaware. The Scizor, which more likely they're Larias, Alakazam type of switch, and yeah, somewhere they have like Speed Corridor or Infernape or Rotom. So yeah, not awful matchup. My Wincon is clearly the Store Power Clefable set. Like this thing is a beast versus them, and I like my Rotom a lot. Like Specs Hydro Pump looks very deadly. The Warrior Resist is this kid that I can Volt Switch to, or even Hydro Pump. It just looks good. My opponent is called Revenge Killer. I think his name was Sevara. I don't know how you say Sevara probably. I think so anyway. I'm not sure. I haven't done my research, but I think his name is now Revenge Killer. You probably know him if you play tournaments. But yeah, I like my this a lot. Garchomp doesn't look incredible because there's a Clef, but it still has utility versus Infernape. We gotta figure out what the set is on Infernape. If he's Scarf, he outspeeds my Breloom. If he doesn't have Scarf, then my Breloom looks good. Grass type resist is the Infernape and the Scizor, but Spore also looks good because it also Breloom outspeeds Mismayus too, so this is nice for us. And I have the Choice Band kind of like fighting core, Choice Band, Choice Scarf fighting type, so I'm against the ghost type. Okay, yeah, but not the best, but like not the worst. It's not that bad. I'm gonna leave with Rotom again. Rotom, Specs Rotom. They're gonna go for Protect, and yeah, they look like they wish immediately. Now this is interesting. To be wishing immediately, it kind of says, first of all, regular Rotom doesn't 2KO you at all. As you can see, Specs did like 68, so after the leftovers, you are very good if I'm not Specs. So if I'm Scarf, if I'm regular Rotom, you easily leave 2 of these. But yeah, they seem to predict that I'm Choice Specs and they go for the Wish immediately. This allows them to keep the Clef healthy and stall my PP. Yeah, I go for another one. Let's see like how they react. Do they have Protect? Do they have like what they're gonna do? Do they switch? I go for another one, 73. They go for another Wish, and this time I'm like, okay, this has SPDF investment. I'm gonna go into my Infernape, and they fucking predict me to go for it and make an unnecessary and really poor, I guess, prediction. If you ask me, nah, it's not. I don't know. Like, you risk Clef on a prediction to lower a little bit of HP on my next Pokemon. Like, I don't think it's a worthy trade. Like, I guess I risked my Infernape on Clefable coming in. No, at least you get what I'm trying to say. I risked the HP on my Infernape, which kind of matter a lot because like Flare Blitz and all that stuff. But I don't know, risking Clef right there just to get a little bit of chip on the next Pokemon that's gonna come out. I don't fuck with that play. Especially because I showed the previous time. I guess she conditioned me to do this, but I would have done this play. I don't like it. So he gets the Clef back to full. I'm gonna click Flare Blitz, I think, right here. They're gonna switch into their Rotom or Garchomp, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna double out into my Rotom. on the guard jump switch because I get free hydro pumps again, and then will be fucking protect guard jump. Now let's watch the tier list a little bit. Let's watch it. Alakazam, Mazel, Fazu, maybe Choice Band Azu, Garamada versus Blade or some shit. I'm trying to think, what is protect guard jump good against? Oh, it's good versus two things. Rotom, because you can protect versus like the Hydro Pump and Volt Switch, and Choice Band Infernape. Like I don't see anything else that this protects guard jump shit is good against. I don't understand. Maybe no, Groudon doesn't matter. Crabhammer is gonna destroy you. Knockoff is gonna destroy you. Like it doesn't matter at all. Breloom, Choice Band Breloom, doesn't matter. What else? Choice Band Garchomp, I guess. No, I don't see it at all. So they end up having like this protect kind of core versus my triple choiced. Really bad match for us. Extremely bad match for us. I don't know how they got it. I don't know how these stupid ass sets and the ghost type mismatches bulky offense end up working and having like this good matchup versus my team, but they end up having it. So this is like very tough for us. I'm going for a trick, either catching this to click rocks or like a clef Rotom type of switch. But yeah, they're able to have protect on this too, and they go into their Scarf Infernape that I'm gonna try to condition with my Breloom. I was thinking they're gonna be the Scarf Rotom or Scarf Infernape, so I was like, okay, I'll try, or maybe even Scarf Mismagius. So I was like, okay, I'll try to make the Breloom right here and then see what they're gonna go for. If they go Rotom, I can scout for the Will-O-Wisp with my own Rotom, or if they go, or even my Garchomp if I really wanted to, right? Maybe Aldoris was useful. I don't know. I don't think it was versus Clef, but but yeah, I went Breloom there. Maybe try to get a Spore. They go for the U-turn versus me 20%. I don't remember what it was, and they get the Clef back in. So this is tough for us. This is tough for us. Now with all that kind of like protection and against the bad like fighting spam matchup versus like the Mismagius Clef Garchomp type of core, my Wincon is clearly Clef, and it can definitely do it versus what they have as long as I play it right. So I got a Moonblast versus my Scizor, Wish Protect, Moonblast, and probably something with utility. I don't know. I don't think they have Flamethrower, but I went into it, and yeah, I'm gonna go for the Cosmic Power. I revealed to be this set if they didn't know it already, but they go hard Rotom, so this yells either Will-O-Wisp or Trick. Trick is done for us. Like if they trick my Clef, I lose on the spot. So I'm gonna Scarf it. Will-O-Wisp is not that bad, but I'm gonna go into my Rotom because it's good versus both Will-O-Wisp. It's not great, but like it's good versus both Will-O-Wisp and Trick, and they're able to be a Will-O-Wisper, so not that bad. My Clef is still Wing On. We're gonna go for the fast Spore. I don't know if, let me show you, if this was the better play. Scarf Bullet Seed, Mismagius. I need 3 hits. Yeah, because this thing doesn't have good defenses, so I need 3 hits. I don't know if that was better than Sporting. I think it was maybe better to actually risk it because, oh my god, because where is it? I'm not sure if they killed me back with Shadow Ball, unless they're like Specs or Life Orb or something like that. Maybe they killed me, maybe they didn't. Spore is just safe, but I think I would have went for Spore, for Bullet Seed, if I was playing the game again. But I go for the Spore, I go back to Infernape. They wake up immediately and they Shadow Ball me. So yeah, we don't get the sleep turns in our favor. They wake up the first turn possible. And I click Close Combat expecting them to go guard some of the Flare Blitz. I would have been Fire Play versus Mismagius, Clef and all that, but nope, he goes Clef instead on the fucking Flare Blitz. Like, I don't understand. I guess they predicted me to click Close Combat, but HP on Clef was extremely valuable versus my own Clef and my fighting type attacks. Like, even my Rotom, like, why not go Garchomp there? You're gonna Rough Skin my Infernape. I guess you predicted me to not want to sack this thing and go for the close combat. I would sack it anyway. Like, it doesn't make sense. No, Garchomp was definitely the better play by him, but I guess he predicted me again. I don't know. So I keep my this thing alive, They don't heal their clef, which is a misplay by them. They double switch into this, so I'm able to get my clef back in, and I'm gonna go for it now that they revealed store power clef is not stopped by Rotom because they only have Will-O-Wisp. They don't have Scarf Trick. So we're gonna go for another one, and apparently, if you get good turns with Moonblast, you are able to, and the Will-O-Wisp, you are able to stall this Clefable 101, unless you crit with a Clef, and I will end up getting the crit. So we're gonna go for a Cosmic Power, Moonlight, Cosmic Power, Moonlight, and Moonblast me right here. Yes, but Death Drop, Special Attack Drop, excuse me. But yeah, they're able to kind of like stall me. I didn't think they would, unless I crit them. And I do crit them. 72, 74, excuse me, which means after leftovers, they are in range 32 after crit, yeah. But yeah, I misplay. I tried to go for the full kind of like sweep. I even Moonlight predicted Protect, that they're gonna click for longevity, and then I start clicking Charge Me instead of like Store Power. Like, yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I misplayed. Like, I talked all that crap about them, like misplaying with their Clef and all that, and then I misplayed 10 times worse after being lucky with Moonlight, with a Store Power crit. So it is what it is. We gotta get stalled right here and not make any progress. We even miss our Charge Beams. We get Special Attack dropped, and they get more Special Attack drops than I get Charge Beam hits. Not Special Attack boosts, hits. The rest of them just miss. But so yeah, we're getting stalled by this. I was thinking I would be able to beat it easily. That's why I didn't Store Power twice, and I was wrong. And this is gonna cost me the finals game, as you'll see. So we lose this. Clef is at 20%, which is not bad. We lose the Clef, but we're still in the game. Outer is gonna kill the Rotom. They even missed the Will-O-Wisp, so this is good for us. But they're gonna be able to get the Clef in to block the next one, protect a little bit to get lefties, and then switch out back into Rotom. Right here. As a sack, I take this as an opportunity to get the rocks up on the expected Rotom. Like, we're making some fine plays still, and then I outrage it, but this is gonna be the turn that allows Clef to heal. So I don't know if that was the better play. Maybe going into the Breloom was better, but either way, they're gonna heal the Clef. And now we have no real way of winning this battle after losing the Clef, because they have the Protect Garchomp versus my 3 choice mons. So yeah, you'll see how I'm struggling. I'm trying to PP stall it a little bit. They go into their Scizor, U-turn out. I go to my Garchomp, they have Clef back in, so I'm making no progress at all, and they keep everything as healthy as it gets. Like, they can literally just go back to Scizor, keep it full HP, and my Infernape is like at 1% after the early game Moonblast prediction that they did with the Clefable. So yeah, they definitely made like the correct. They made predictions and they end up working. I would have done those plays. I don't think they were solid overall, but I made a 10 times worse play, not Store Power in twice with my Clef. Like, I would have a +4 defense, +6 defense, +6 PDF Clef with enough Moonlights. I think like 2 or 3. Actually, no, a lot more. I didn't waste that many. I think the 5. I think I still had 5, so it was still fine for me to, like, even if I'm like -2 special attack, I would still be more than fine to sweep with my Clefable at that point if I killed their Clef. But yeah, I ended up misplaying, and yeah, let me show you the result. We are just basically struggling the whole game to make any progress versus this team, and we lose to Revenge Killer in finals. I don't know. He played bad, I played worse. This was a bad finals game, unfortunately. And my team, although we were doing fine, we end up going in a tiebreak. My team won 4 games, their team won 4 games, so we had to go in a tiebreak, and my team won it. So hey, shout out to my team for carrying me. I built them teams, but like, they played very well the finals games, way better than I did. So if you ask me right now, from the whole tournament as an experience, obviously I had a lot of fun and we did great. Like, we built like 10 million teams. We won half of our games. We lost the other half. And out of the whole tournament, this was the game that I'm sad I lost. The rest, I didn't care very much. I lost the Breloom match. Like, how am I supposed to predict that? I lost versus the other guy who flamethrower crit me and all that stuff. Like, I didn't care very much about that. I guess I could have played that game a little bit better, but I wasn't very sad about that. But this game, it was a big ass choke, and it was in finals by me not clicking sword power again after getting the little crit. So yeah, this I was sad that I lost, and it could have cost us the tournament, but thankfully it didn't happen, and we ended up winning, and we're gonna get a nice juicy trophy. No, we don't get a trophy. This is not an official smoking tournament, but we're gonna get a nice juicy custom avatar that I'm gonna show you sometime in the future. Excuse me, I can speak English. As soon as the artists that we pay to cook it, I'm gonna have it ready. But yeah, this was my BDSP Premier League run. We're gonna have all the teams posted in the description, as well as the replays if you don't wanna like watch them with me talking 10 minutes for obvious days, and you can watch them yourself if you want to. But yeah, this was my games. This was my run for the BDSP Premier League. Had a lot of fun with it. Shout out to the people that helped us in the tournament, and we ended up winning. Shout out to my teammates and my managers. Really cool tournament. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my custom avatar. This was the final BDSP OU kind of like tournament that I've been joining. I'm gonna focus in other things like auras, sword and shield maybe, or even the next generation from now on. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing BDSP OU. Cool tier, fun stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be the video. Hope you kind of like enjoyed me sharing my thought process about the games and every single fucking turn. I cannot even speak anymore after talking for so long. I'm gonna drink some water and then rest. But yeah, hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you all for watching. Please consider like maybe even sharing the video or watching with a friend, or like subscribing, all that fun stuff. It's a 1 hour video, so really appreciate any support you can give it in. But yeah, hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye bye everyone. Peace.